Google it, that if you don't seek or if you don't have the support to navigate that trauma, your emotional triggers and where your emotional stability lies is where that trauma started. So that's why there's a lot of women who have issues and they're clingy, they need a lot of attention because they had trauma that they didn't address at an early age that makes their emotional maturity at that age where the trauma started.
So this girl would be 35, but you're talking to a 12-year-old.
You're talking to a 12-year-old, yeah.
And she's making life decisions as if she was a 12-year-old.
And that's why you see women with bad financial control. You see women with all these issues because they're not navigating appropriately. Which, do you understand? Does it make sense now? They're not actually. Yeah.
Dude.
They're not operating at the level of their age because something happened. Like, let's just say a woman was sexually abused by her uncle at 8.
Okay.
There's always going to be a trigger in her life that brings her back to the emotional maturity of 8. Correct. If she doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Right? It might not be what you think. It might not be actual sexual interactions. It could be a cup that she sees every time that brings her back to, like, she'll freak out. Like, it's triggers, right? So at some point, yeah. So like for me, I've got triggers. I know my triggers though, because I've done the work, right? Like I know my triggers and I'm very aware of my triggers. And that's why today, how angry I was, I'm like, this is bringing me back to a person that a lot of people don't want to see from me, because I used to be a very violent person, right? I did a lot of growth. I was someone who, I had a street life. I had a lived experience life, right? So I had to grow from that. I had to get the healing. I had to do professional work. I had to go back to college. I had to do all those things to be who I am, right? So when I'm telling you, especially with the client base that I deal with, when I tell you unhealed trauma in women is so scary, because they take it out on men in ways that affect men and they don't understand what's going on, right? So men deal with so much trauma from women, and that's why I have a sore spot for men who actually try, because they don't understand what's happening, because men's mind is a simple way of navigating, and there's so many complexities with women and triggers and this and that and what, so they don't understand what's happening, and 85% of the time they're dealing with stuff that isn't really their problem.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd be like, because a man would be thinking logically, and he's like, why are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do to you? Like,
yeah.
They're confused, right?
Yeah.
And then she's looking at him like he's the devil.
He's the devil, yeah, because he's done something that he doesn't even know he's done that's triggered something in her. Like, for instance, me, okay? I've had a lot of trauma from men.
Yeah.
Men who have unhealed trauma too are very dangerous to women.
Yeah.
Because
Correct.
they take it out physically. They're dangerous, right?
Correct.
And so, because I have an empathetic nature and a very strong energy, I usually attract men who want safety, who have mom issues, who want to feel like home, right? They feel, right? They're dangerous out there, but they need home when they're at home, right? And so when you're dealing with men like that, you come across a lot that when things don't go their way, they don't know how to navigate emotionally, so they take it out on you physically, right? Because they have trauma that they don't know how to communicate. Remember too, men 20 years ago were not allowed to talk about their feelings.
Yeah, you're right.
They were not, right?
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared, right? So the only way, and to be fair, like, it's not something that's great, but it's something that's real. So a lot of men who have had trauma have never dealt with it because they don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to talk about it. And if they do talk about it, other men will think that they're less of a man.
Stop. What's wrong with you? You
yeah.
know?
Yeah. So what do? They take it out on their women.
Wow.
Right? So the times are changing, but I'm also seeing that this new way of navigating life and talking about your feelings is delusional thinking. Nobody actually cares. So all of this opinions and us having feelings, at the end of the day, when it comes to that $100, nobody cares. So it's another delusional way of thinking for us all to think that this person's opinion and how this person feels really matters, because I'm in an everyday battle and I'm going, why do you guys pretend that feelings matter when they don't? It's you're creating more false, you're creating more liars.
So by you saying that, so most women always want their feelings validated.
Yes, but their feelings sometimes are inaccurate in terms of they're not substantiated feelings, because the man didn't really engage in what she's mad about. He triggered it. He triggered her about something that, right?
So if you want to be validated, but your feelings are not even valid.
Yeah.
And so it's
do you understand now? It's a lot.
I understand. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
So what do you do?
So that's why as a woman, I have to sit here and be honest about, because I'm guilty of it too. Like, my man can trigger me, but I know that I'm being triggered, so I'll tell him, don't do that. Like, it's bothering. Like today on TikTok, I was like, this is what's happening, is I'm going to a place because I'm being accountable for my thought process, right? I am telling everybody, hey, I'm feeling like I could walk into a building and bat up a building right now, and I'm starting to calculate what the outcome of that will be.
Yeah.
I'm being honest and accountable. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it, but I'm saying this is how I'm feeling and this is why I'm feeling it. It's triggering everything that led up to because every time I was violent like that, people wouldn't do this to me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm understanding the thought process, and I'm being accountable for it, right? Whereas, or I could just walk into a building, start screaming at somebody, and that person has no idea what's going on, and they're like, what the fuck? And then they're gonna call me crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're dealing with a man, right? If you don't have communication skills in a relationship, like, my man will tolerate me being crazy because I vocalized everything that's happened to me, and I know, and he knows why I'm behaving the way I am. But when a woman, right? When a man loves you, they will tolerate a lot from a woman. They will tolerate it.
That's correct. That's 1,000% correct.
1,000%. But when you have a woman who doesn't even understand what she's doing and why she's doing it, all that creates is confusion and lack of communication, because this guy's like, what the fuck is going on here? And this is delusional. She's creating stuff in her head. It's not even me.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's correct. So then you have toxic behavior that leads to more abuse and more trauma, and this getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So everybody that talks to me and I'm venting, I'm like, do you understand how healthy that behavior is and how necessary that is for me to not become a violent individual? I have to. And if more people did it, there would be because you hear your own thoughts and you hear your conscious, you clear your conscious when you vent, right? And when you don't and you let things in, you start to create delusional thought processes.
Correct. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So if you're a man and you've got some bitch who's completely delusional, you've got people who have been backing up her delusion because they don't know how to deal with her by substantiating her feelings, even though nobody's telling her, you're wrong. This is not cool. What you're doing is wrong. You create a world of problems for everybody in this in a bitch's path, because nobody has sat her down and been like, listen, you are wrong here. And when you have people who have never been told they're wrong, they all consistently think they're right, and their behavior gets worse and worse and worse.
Listen, they'll try to kill you. They will try to kill you, because that's the first time anybody has ever said to them, no, you're the one with the issue. You're the one. They will kill you, because it's like, and honestly, I think that's what creates narcissism, to tell you the honest truth.
Well, narcissism, though, so this is the thing too, right? Like, I've looked at narcissism, and I don't really think that it's a bad thing. I think that narcissism is, like, I'll be honest with you, people think that I have narcissistic traits, and I'm like, because my empathy is based off of logistics. Like, if you come up to me and you're crying and I don't see the reason, like, it doesn't make sense to me, I won't feel sorry for you. And that's not a bad thing, because there's a lot of people, when they see somebody crying, they'll automatically be like, oh my God, I feel for you. And I'm the type of person that's like, it doesn't make sense why you're crying. I need to hear why you're crying for me to actually be able to absorb it properly. Because if it doesn't make sense to me, then you're manipulating me. If why you're crying, yeah, if why you're crying doesn't make sense, you're manipulating me. And if you're manipulating me, I need you to stop. Right? Because I can't help you properly. I can't help you properly if you're going to manipulate me based off of emotions. And that's why after you've been manipulated so much based off of your feelings, you choose to not have them.